Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Steelers are #1 in pass defense, and they're going up against the Ravens offense that knows they'll be challenged.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now back to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a handoff looking right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now. Blue line.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back to throw now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And now here come the Ravens. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him. And some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Seven yards to go on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. But oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
This time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Play fake. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
throw here. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play action. They'll throw. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go. And got his man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now 2 picks thrown by the rookie here on the road in this one in hostile territory.
And you know the discussion all week, any week, is take care of the football. But it's especially important on the road. And now he's made his team's task that much more difficult with these interceptions.
Now, a pair of first-half picks. We'll see how he bounces back later. Right now, their defense needs to respond.
Watch it now, Marty.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Hey. Got three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And the Rams have opened it up to lead by a couple of touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. And the D looking like they may blitz. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll drop to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The tight end in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is knocked down from the side, right near the 27. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. He'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Leopard, here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go.
Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now they try the right side here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Ravens on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Evans in motion left. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And a give this time to the tailback. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Left side, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Leopard. Leopard. Set. 3-19.
They run it again with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the back goes into motion. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
A toss to Cook. Cook able to escape. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run again on first down. Cook, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And that lead there for the Rams has extended. They just scored again. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Cook running right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They're 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And the Colts have scored again to widen their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Here we go.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.